Hello everyone, welcome back to Streed's Guide to Fraggle Rock. Today I'm reviewing Season 3, Episode 1, Red-Handed and the Invisible Thief. This episode starts out with Doc leering suspiciously at a group of men lifting furniture from the captain's inn, and he decides it's his civic duty as the assistant manager to investigate what's going on, while Sprocket follows along. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, the Fraggles are sleeping peaceably until Red wakes up and discovers that her radish bars are gone.
Red, what is it? What's wrong? What?
I've been robbed!
Robbed?
Somebody stole my radish bars.
Stole your... Oh, Red, nobody would steal your radish bars. They must be around here somewhere.
No. I put them in this handkerchief at the foot of my bed, and look, they're gone.
Oh, wow.
Red then begins questioning everyone she knows from Lamford to Gobo, telling him to swear in her Tug-O-Tails trophy. Red overhears Boober and Wimbley discussing bars and immediately assumes them the culprits. However, Boober explains he was merely talking about an incredible new soap bar he's created that invisibly marks clothes, and the mark appears when placed in water, which is a cleverly placed setup for later. Some time passes, and Red's feeling quite dejected, having not found the thief, wishing she had some radish bars, leading to a fun song about one of my verily favorite things, snacks.
So if your heart is in the dumps, or if you're feeling hurt,
Tell us about it.
don't feel blue when dinner's through. Remember, there's dessert. And if the day seems gloomy, not going like it should, a teensy bite of sweet delight will do a world of good.
Moki surprises Red with some radish bars she forgot about under the bed, and Red decides to use these as bait to catch the real thief. We return to the workshop, and Doc phones the police until Sprocket charges at the suspected thieves at the inn. Back in Red and Moki's cave, Red sets up an elaborate trap near her bed to catch the thief, while Moki thinks this entire thing is ridiculous, and I'm inclined to agree with her, but for a different reason. Supposing there is a thief, this is a really inept plan at catching whoever it is. The trap is in plain sight, so any thief that isn't a complete underheaded lummox could easily dodge it and still steal the radish bars. Whatever the case, the two fall asleep, and my point is proven. Red's dismayed that the trap didn't work and accidentally gets caught in it. Perhaps a symbolic hint at the twist? Red asks Moki to swear on her Tug-O-Tails trophy, and Moki's understandably hurt by this. So Red resorts to Plan B and asks Gobo to assist in her plot. She grabs a few radish bars from Wimbley's supply and meets Gobo, seamlessly dressed as a rock to spy on whoever enters the room while she's asleep. Gobo quickly gets bored, however, and reads a postcard from Uncle Matt. Matt finds himself in Germany and observes clocks, assuming them to be signposts that point people in the right direction. Matt gets one himself, but it results in great pain. Afterwards, Gobo takes a gander, and Red quickly darts out of the cave, asking who stole her bars.
Gobo, who was it?
What are you talking about?
My radish bars were just stolen. Did you see who did it?
Well, nobody went in or out of your room.
I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit here. You didn't see anything, Gobo. You spent whatever time occurred reading Matt's postcard, so a thief could have easily snuck past while you were distracted by Matt's card. How did he even read the card anyways? It was presumably dark in the rock disguise, so, in conclusion,
You're lying through your teeth.
Red's gone full the shooting was staged and blames Moki for the theft.
Okay, Fraggle, you took my radish bars, and then you lied to me about it. I'm going to take you before the eminent and venerable Council of Sages!
We're shown the Council of Sages, and the titular sages are morons. Despite this, they're a lot more effective than human justice. Speaking of which, whatever happened to the Hall of Justice? Anyways, they sing a silly song.
When the rock is plagued by doubt, and we've got to sort it out, we always do the thing that must be done. When there's trouble on the rock, do we hold our heads in shock?
No!
We hold each other's noses and we hum. We hold each other's noses and we hum.
And there's evil all around, and that evil must be found. Do we drag our feet, or do we take a nap? Do we reject what's tried and true? Think of something new to do? No, we put our feet together and we clap.
Red arrives and formally accuses Moki for the theft. The sages ask if she saw this occur, and Red admits she hasn't. They then question Moki, and she pleads innocence. Since there's no evidence, the case is dismissed, and Red's charged with false accusation. Red asks Gobo for help again, but he declines. She does manage to convince Wembley, though. Some time passes, and Moki's pissed with this idiocy. Again, this is a really inept plan on Red's part. Remember, her goal is to catch Moki, but Moki's aware that Wembley will be a witness to the theft. So supposing Moki actually was the thief, she would just not take them this time since Wembley's there. I don't want to make it sound as if I dislike this episode, but I will admit, there's a few holes in the writing, especially in regards to Red's plans. She falls asleep, and Wembley witnesses who really stole the bars. Later, Red reveals she marked the radish bars with Boober's soap, so she puts Moki's hand in first, and the truth is revealed.
What? It's my hand that's red.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, Red. You see, last night after you went to sleep, I saw what happened.
This is yet another poorly thought out plan. Red states she marked the radish bars, so it could be reasonably deduced that she got the markings on her hands anyways. If it hadn't been for Wembley witnessing her eat them, this would have proved absolutely nothing and no one should be shocked. After this stunning revelation, Red's overcome with guilt and charged with false accusation. Although she isn't penalized like in the later entry Inspector Red, she sincerely apologizes to Moki and all is forgiven. We return to the workshop, and the sergeant tells Doc that one of the men was just Sardath's brother.
Some wild dog got hold of a brother's leg and tore a huge chunk of material from his pants. He wants to find the dog and press charges. Well, I'll check on that my end. Yes, thank you. Goodbye, Sergeant. Did you see a wild dog out there attack one of those men? No, I didn't think so.
This was an impeccable start to Season 3, but somewhat flawed in terms of writing. It could have been so much worse, though. Red wasn't nearly as unlikable as she was in Red's Club, merely uppity and misled. I actually kind of related to her struggle here. I've had snacks once lost before, and a long time ago, I was unfortunately prone to overreaction and incessant questioning. Luckily, however, I no longer react in such a way. This episode has a nice, forthright moral about not jumping to conclusions and collecting evidence in lieu of resorting to needless, spontaneous accusations. On to the twist, it has to be one of Fraggle Rock's most brilliant. When I watched this as a kid, I was utterly shocked by the revelation. It's not something you can really predict, but there are subtle clues early on that make the reveal all the more satisfying upon rewatch. The songs aren't anything special, but they're jaunty and fun enough. It's hard to really pick a favorite though, since both are ostensibly on the same level. I love this episode's tangentially eerie atmosphere as well. Nothing too spooky like Pebblepoc's Blues, but I remember getting shivers when seeing Red's hand swipe the radish bars. As for my criticisms, there are a lot of writing holes in regards to Red's planning and the execution of those plans. However, it hardly affects the episode's quality at all. It's just something I thought worth mentioning. Overall, this was a great opener to Season 3, and one of my personal favorite episodes of this season. I'm going to give this entry a venerable doozer stick. Well guys, that was the review, and I will see you all next time.